This is our territory. Run.
Who's there?
Just a witcher.
Just?
Geralt, greetings.
What happened?
A show of force. They smashed a window and packed 3 bolts in Coleman's gut. Used dispersive bolt heads. A Havkar speciality. And highly illegal.
Who killed him?
Damn Scoia'tael. Now folk will call him a good man, saying how he helped old ladies. A sense of pogrom approaching. The damn shits threw up a list of enemies, and they've begun eliminating them without regard for the consequences.
Why Coleman?
Anger? Revenge? Some elven youth probably overdosed. A note on one of the bolts read, White Death Trader. He was selling Fistech to kids, cheaper than anyone else. And you know how addictive it is.
I'm surprised they acted in town.
They feel strong now they've got arms. Some fool did business with them. I suspect Harren Brog. What terrible times.
Fragmenting tip. Enters the stomach as 1, exits the back as 3, mincing the internal organs. Hawker's specialty. Useless against armored soldiers, the tips burst on the surface of even the lightest armor. They're used to kill civilians, for show, as a cruel warning. I know where the weapons that killed Coleman came from. I need to avoid those situations, remain neutral, not get involved.
I tell him the papers are valuable. He wants to look again, so I says someone got red and super gauge their value.
Terrible times, Geralt.
Just so. I flattered him so well.
What do you want, Wolf? See you.
This is our territory. Run.
I'm a fence. I buy and sell.
What you deal in?
Everything worthwhile. So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
city guards found a witcher's sword at your place.
First of all, it's the cocksucking guards. Second, why do you care?
Another witcher, Berengar, came to see you.
Well, it wasn't his fucking razor.
How do you know that?
I have your boyfriend's other property. The sword I got elsewhere.
Other property?
Right. Meaning not his sword, got it? Like his undershorts that he pissed all over or something.
Explain to me why the guards tolerate you.
That's confidential. You need to know how to take care of yourself.
Take care?
Both the bastard guards and the arse-loving thieves need me. That's real art, Witcher. I have deals with everyone, and that makes me untouchable.
Right.
So what'll it be?
You gamble?
I'm an abso-fucking-lutely great poker player. Why?
Care to play?
Got balls enough?
Try me.
Better believe I fucking will. Even... So what'll it be?
So where did you get the sword?
What'll you give me if I tell you?
I'll stop short of gutting you.
Fair offer. I bought it from a man at the Hairy Bear Tavern.
Care to describe him?
No need, he's the most famous dice player around. Out fucking standing, a real goddamn magician.
How did you get Berengar's property?
Stubborn-ass fellow, aren't you? From a middleman.
Where do I find him?
At the Hairy Bear Tavern. Doubt he'd want to talk to you. Man named Coleman.
How did you get Berengar's property?
Stubborn.
You don't.
And that information you get free. I'll charge you.
Have you heard of Salamandra?
Piss-swilling reptiles. I've heard of them, but I've no fucking idea what they want.
Amphibians.
What?
Salamanders are amphibians. Now tell me your connection to them.
I'll be proud if I know.
You do business with Salamandra?
Did you fucking fall off your horse?
How did you get Berengar's effects?
Dog's balls, I'm a fence. Want me to draw you a picture? You think I ask every thief who he ploughed for his goods?
Let me draw you a picture. A certain organization, Salamandra, has it in for witchers. A witcher, Berengar, disappears, and all he had lands in the hands of a fence. You. Getting this?
A pox on pictures. Berengar's nothing to me. My suppliers might know more. Besides, I'd never survive in this business if I sold hot goods I actually had a hand in getting.
That's believable. Innocent until proven guilty, I guess. So let's assume it's not you for now.
I'd say so. Goddamn Dijkstra, ace spy. Dog's balls, what a clever analysis. If you figure anything out and need more information, creep on over and we'll talk. Hell with it. So what'll it be? We do.
I have questions.
Ask.
Know anything about this salamander?
Why would I tell you?
Maybe I can persuade.
Powder would help.
If I were Vivaldi, I would do all I could to destroy this city.
Quite unfair. The diseased end up in hospital, and non-humans in old Vizima.
Waste of words.
Liquors are my best friend.
Finally, the Witcher Geralt answers my call.
We meet again.
I need your help again.
With what?
A grave matter. Something that could prove a milestone in alchemy. Connected to your profession, too.
Tell me more.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
You had a job.
Help me fulfill my life's work. A tower stands in the forest swamp near Old Vizima.
A princess up top, dragon below? Thanks, but I'll pass.
Silence, please. Legend says a mage and alchemist built the tower. No princesses or dragons.
So what's my job?
The mage died ages ago, and the tower was forgotten. The power within it attracted and deformed nearby creatures.
In short, it breeds monsters?
Precisely. I want to examine that source, Witcher, and write a dissertation certain to immortalize my name. I'll have access to secrets that have been hidden away in that tower for years. Unfortunately, the tower is locked. I'll pay 1,000 orens to whoever helps me get inside.
I'll see what I can do, though I'm sure this won't be easy.
Were it easy, I'd not need you. Breaking into a powerful mage's lab is complicated.
Where do I find
In the tales and legends recounted by elders and swamp folk. In old
any specific?
Ransant Alvaro's The Secret Gates, and an alchemy treatise, Ain Soph Hour. I know a certain dwarf had a copy of The Secret Gates. The second book, written by an anonymous gnome, was lost long ago, and could be hard to find. While you search for these, you can test my newest invention, a crystal that links places of power and my workshop. It will allow you to teleport, disintegrating your being into billions of pieces that...
And then it'll reassemble my being in your lab? Sure about this?
There is some chance of error, but it's minuscule.
What do you want?
Greetings, dwarf.
Racial segregation with the first words uttered.
What do you want me to call you?
Bah! You're like everyone else. Like the whole accursed city. Vizima humans get everything, we get naught.
I neither live in Vizima, nor am I human.
What then?
A witcher. A mutant.
Well, in that case, sorry. I'm Golan Vivaldi. My cousin Vimy Vivaldi once met a witcher. A debt collector, apparently.
I'm Geralt, and I'm no debt collector.
What brings you here?
I'm looking for the leader of a certain organization.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop. What brings...
I've figured out Azar Javed's contacts.
Interesting.
Sorry I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Kind to be so frank with a dwarf.
Anytime.
I have information about Javed that might be useful.
Even the smallest details sometimes are.
I saw his name in old files. He paid tuition at the Sorcerer School in Barnard. He was expelled after taking an interest in dark magic. He stopped paying tuition, and that was the last trace of him in our system. You're dealing with a renegade, and a dangerous one at that. What bring?
Do you have a...
I do, but
I insist.
so...
I'll kill you!
Die, bastard! It's night! Come back in the morning! Never seen anything stranger than that freak.
Nice to see.
See ya.
fighting or watching? Who wants to get slapped?
Damn it.
With Coleman dead,
Know the salamanders? But you didn't hear that from...
any rooms?
5 orans.
Stand still. Stand still. Hit me, chickie.
I have my ups.
I propose in honest.
I might just take you up.
I can tell you're well-travelled. It's a true honour.
I'm a witcher. Aren't you afraid I'll...
I'd rather lose to someone worldly than beat an ordinary sort. These farmers only wager cabbages. A hunter once frequented this establishment, but haven't...
I think you've seen the last of...
He enjoyed high stakes, but was
He was unlucky in love.
if you say so.
Silver sword mean anything to you?
Why do you ask?
I don't have time for chit-chat.
Take no offence.
Where did you get the sword?
I won it from a gardener.
Where can I find him?
The garden at St. Lebioda's Hospital.
No challengers.
I saw. Arthur.
I'll find you.
The gods have punished the outskirts with... Hello, stranger.
Greetings.
I heard Riviera is ruled by a wise and strong queen. She was once beautiful, but was wounded during the war. Now her face is scarred.
You're worldly.
Modern women need knowledge of the world.
I'm sure.
What would you like to know?
Heard any news from the...
I've no interest.
Have you heard news of a witcher in town?
Yes, reputed to be the White Wolf. A dog for sorceresses.
He fancies women with or without magical abilities.
How do you know?
We're good friends.
What?
I have a problem.
Your secrets are safe.
You've got a beautiful...
That's very kind, but
Have you heard news of a witcher in town?
yes.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
This witcher is perfectly normal.
Are you suggesting I'm spreading false rumors?
I merely wanted
I never lie. Never.
to say that
Got that?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
You tricked me. Get lost. What would you...
Have you heard news?
Yes.
Tell me something else.
What would you like to know?
Farewell.
soaked.
This hospital garden demands a caring hand.
You seem to like what you do.
Like it? I love plants and know 'em well. I spent my life dealing in bloodshed. Now's my chance for peace and quiet.
Bloodshed?
It's no point of pride, but I long earned my living as a mercenary. Look how they grow.
Don't you fear?
My garden brings joy. When Melitelli decides my time has come, I will go happily.
Tell me about your mercenary.
Bring me a morsel to eat and we'll talk. For a bite to eat. Thank you.
You were saying?
During the war, I served as a mercenary under Pretty Kitty herself. You've heard what a warrior she was. What a woman.
Strong women. Nothing on this earth like them.
Too true. We could take on anyone. I saw half the world as a member of Pretty Kitty's corps of mercenaries. We even went to Zerrikania.
That's really far.
It was hell. Hot as an oven, and humid as a bathhouse. We massacred the natives while Zerrikania massacred us. They have flies there that creep up your nose at night and lay eggs. Then the larvae eat your brain and crawl out your eyes once they mature into flies. Disgusting. Many of us died thus. There were also diseases, venomous spiders and snakes, and many other afflictions I can't even name. I even saw a striped horse. After almost 8 months of fighting the jungle, we had to retreat. Impossible to win a war if you can't locate your enemy. It was the only defeat Pretty Kitty ever suffered.
Interesting story. Thanks.
Look how they grow.
I'm here about the note.
You look like a warrior.
Certainly.
Bring their
I'm more interested in silver swords.
I knew one of you would come by eventually.
You lost it playing dice?
I was sure I'd win. Beware the sharp one plays well.
Where did you get this sword?
5 years ago there was a battle near Brenna. When the dust had settled, our men had beaten the Nilfgaardians. We ceased to call ourselves an imperial province that day.
You captured the sword during the battle?
Yes, it was Witcher Cohen's. A strapping fellow and a rare breed. Not very talkative, mind you.
Like most of us.
I gave my word the sword would find another Witcher. As he lay dying, he mumbled about teeth and destiny. Then he laughed at his own death.
Yet you lost it gambling?
I kept it hidden for 5 years. I lost hope I'd ever run into another Witcher. Miss Shani knew Cohen. She works at the hospital.
Thanks.
Good luck on the path.
Godspeed.
Oh, you're weird. It's raining.
Welcome.
Greeting.
Louder! I'm hard of hearing. Just an old woman,
Sounds...
Oh yes, she serves at the inn. I worry. She returns to the village alone each night. But what?
Why so tight-lipped?
I've talked too much.
Who do you think you are?
What?
Why so
I've talked. Ah, thanks. I haven't sipped good booze in ages.
Cheers, Grandma.
In olden days, you could find such booze just outside Vizima. Lost my virginity in those pretty green meadows and haystacks back in King Geddes' reign. What a shame the swamp surrounds us now. Back then, That tower housed a mage who made clay golems that worked without rest. Once, the mage told his golems to take water to a fish pond, then he took to his books. The golems carried water without pause until the fields transformed into a swamp.
That's a tall tale.
God's honest truth. The tower, clay servants, and swamp are still there. The swamp's your proof. The mage vanished. The clay golems stood still, for they could only obey the wizard. What's left?
What's left?
What's left is to have another drink. What?
Anything
How would an old death?
Okay.
Same old things.
Take care.
It's drizzling.
How did things go at the warehouse once I left?
Quickly.
Good. I admit I was hoping for a bit more, but it's always a few bandits less.
That's the last time you use me. I'm not a general avenger.
Had no choice, believe me. It won't happen again. You have my word. I guess you plan to continue the investigation.
Don't have a choice.
I can't help officially, but I'll leave you to it. Anything you learn, I'd be glad to hear.
I know about your connection to Salamandra.
Curiosity is killing me.
I have irrefutable evidence you're not involved.
I wish you'd said so sooner.
Well,
here's a city guard ring. Wear it, and the guard shouldn't give you any trouble.
Thanks. Know anything else about Salamandra?
Salamandra aims to take over the Fistek trade. Javed smelled the money in it. He's a junkie himself. Imbecile.
Great.
Awful weather.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings.
A shoe shine?
Zack's revenge.
First journey to Vizima?
You could say that. Tell me about it.
We've some heavy issues here. There's a quarantine because of the plague. Squirrels are fighting the Order. Monsters breed in hundreds, and we struggle with bandits. As one bard sang, Vizima's like a brothel on fire.
Tell me about the plague.
The plague pushed the king to establish a quarantine. Old Vizima was sealed off. Unfortunately, townsfolk are
I'm interested in bandits.
Something. They operate with brutal but effective force, mainly at...
Tell me more about the Order and the squirrels.
The Scoia'tael wage a guerrilla war outside town. The Order of the Flaming Rose replaced the Special Forces. Hatred for non-humans grows daily. You needn't be psyched to see something evil's afoot.
I'm looking for witchers' jobs.
You'll have no trouble finding work. Ask merchants.
Anything worth seeing?
We boast merchants.
You don't talk like a shoeshine.
Everyone hides skeletons in the closet. Let me tend to your boots. I've bored you long enough.
Shine your shoes?
terrible weather.
This place lacks the beauty that normally surrounds my people.
Yesternight's watching Count of the Living Dead.
The eternal fire lights my way.
But I've not seen. I won't need
The town cemetery. The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher. Why the
My husband haunts me. What do I do?
haunts you in your bedchamber?
My late husband haunts me.
Tell me more. Maybe I can help.
My husband died a month since, and now haunts me in my home, wailing nightly. But the worst thing is,
I'm listening.
he flies around the cemetery at night shouting lies about me. Doubtless tongues are wagging already. Set him straight, I beg you.
It will cost you 200 orens.
Oh, that's a hefty sum. Profiting off someone else's...
Where will I find...
I'm here every day.
Why can't I collect payment when I want?
Are you daft? My husband flies around ruining my reputation. I'll not be...
So long.
What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see. 5 ells wide.
I don't need a coffin. I don't intend to die anytime soon.
Makes sense. Maybe we can do business.
What business?
A partnership. With those swords, you doubtless lop off a few heads occasionally. When you dispatch another soul, let me know, and you'll earn a share from the coffin.
You're sick.
Resourceful. It's just a job.
Stop fooling. I need something else.
What do you need?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I have 6 jugs of dog's lard.
I use the lard on the casket. Here's your payment.
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight. Someone should tend to them, though. Perhaps someone will offer a reward, but for now, no one seems bothered.
Tell me something else.
What do you need?
Farewell.
Bring trouble.
No past.
I'm going in.
Disease patients.
Geralt, you managed to get out of prison.
I did, though know it wasn't easy.
I've heard about your deeds.
I see you're working at the hospital.
I'm fighting the plague. No time for...
When can we talk?
I've a room in the northern end of town.
Okay.
Quickly, I need...
How can I help?
Your skills are no good here.
Shani, I do other things besides kill.
We don't have a cure for the plague yet, but... Did you know Rusty?
Don't recall.
Before the plague took him, he discovered certain plant extracts retarded the disease's progress.
You need those plants?
Yes, the best one's celandine. Unfortunately, it's only found on swampy ground.
I'll try to help.
Every blossom counts. Bring...
Here's the celandine.
Excellent. I'm really grateful.
It was nothing.
If you need anything.
See ya.
I'm so clever.
Yes?
You look neither Temerian nor Redanian.
Take me to the...
Time's a waste.
How many times are you...
A new customer.
Drowners,
Come
and
aboard.
wet feet. That's all I'll find here.
Who are you?
A witcher.
Well, well. I thought Leo Bonhart had disposed of your kind.
Never heard of him.
Nor will you again. We all, in this profession, eventually meet someone better than us.
What profession is that?
Bounty hunter. What brings you here?
I'm here about the notice.
Finally.
I'll return when...
I'll be here.
Who was Bonhart?
Old Leo was a legend. In some ways, he was like you. He killed without emotion. Just like you would kill a lame drowner. He was the best. Tall, slim, and...
Was he a mage?
No. He slew some witchers. Those who riled the peasants. Magic tricks and witchers' reflexes proved useless against him.
But he's dead. As they say, he hit a harder rock than he was himself.
Yes. Take care, Witcher.
Farewell.
Hello, son.
I'm not your son, Gramps.
You guessed my name. They call me Gramps around here.
They call me all kinds of things. Mostly Geralt, or Scabbed Freak.
Well, people exaggerate. I don't see many scabs. No offense.
None taken. But I'm likely to earn some trekking through this swamp.
Yes?
Tell me about the Mage's Tower.
Why does it interest you?
I need to get inside.
An ambitious goal. And ambition is key in life. I'm too tired to explain everything, but I like you, son. I had a book about it somewhere. Maybe I'll show it to you sometime.
Thanks, Gramps.
I truly wonder if you'll succeed.
What was that?
A storm approaches, son.
You're not making much...
Listen to Gramps, son.
I'm looking for work.
Ah, swords. I suspect I know the type of work you...
I was thinking about paying work, but all right.
Recently, we celebrated the birth of triplets.
Looks like a brickmaker's village.
My father and grandfather... Perhaps you'd settle down here. No, we could use it.
A traveller from distant lands.
What shall I call you?
Vasker.
Geralt. Witcher.
We mine clay and produce bricks.
I see none working.
Hard times.
We solve problems.
Want to ask?
Do you have monsters?
Indeed. Creatures have made nests in the clay pits.
What are they like?
As if drowned, then resurrected.
Drowners. I can finish them.
We're poor folks.
That's enough.
Towards the landing, but... Want to...
What do you do?
We mine clay.
It's profitable.
No. Though the city grows in need of bricks,
Maybe you should...
Never. We know only brick making.
Do what you will.
Want to ask something?
I wish to learn about the...
Like a sword, you cut through the veil of mystery. The one they call Gramps will satisfy your curiosity.
Whatever you...
Want to ask?
Clay pits.
Huh. They look normal to me.
Brickmakers pretend to be normal to strangers, yet they conceal their faith. Do you know those dimwits worship fish people?
People believe in the strangest things.
Yeah, but to worship slime-covered reptiles with bulging eyes. Those Vodyanoi can't even talk. You must communicate with them using objects.
Care to elaborate?
Humans communicate with fishoids by leaving objects on special altars. Each item has specific symbolic meaning and is read as an intention. The Vodyanoi answer in the same manner.
What kind of objects?
Dunno, and I don't care. You need to speak with one of the worshippers. But brickmakers don't.
These boggy holes must be clay.
The lords are coming.
Shove off.
Who is above the Lord?
What is this crap?
I will fall on.
Hey.
They ascend like.
You want a thrashing?
I call thee from the depths.
What the hell?
For I tell thee, who is a. I will fall.
Hey.
They
you want what?
For I.
Three Islands, they call this place. A plant called celandine flourishes here.
You know about herbs?
Well, I'm no herbalist, but I read much in my youth. For example, 2 doses of celandine combined with nasin.
Useful.
Hordes of Bloodsweegers inhabit the swamp. If you can get 2 doses of their blood, mix it with abomination lymph and echinop spores, you create a potion that druids call Maribor Forest.
Know any other uses for herbs?
Damnable old...
Enough! How about enough? How about enough? Enough! Enough! How about enough? Enough! How about enough? Enough! Enough! How about enough?
The obelisk seems ancient. Pity I don't understand these runes.
Here we are. Thank you, son.
I'm not your son.
I like you. Visit me sometime. I'll show you my books, serve you some tea, and goulash. You're a witcher, yes? I met another of your kind recently, but he lacked courtesy. He demanded to know about the Circle of Elements.
What about the Circle of Elements?
It's a place of power devoted to the element of soil.
Another witcher?
Well, not much, son. He wandered about asking questions and looking like one with a sour stomach.
I'm not so interested in that.
Yeah, I know. He feared something or someone. Spent most of his time near the pits where those village idiots...
Thanks, Gramps.
Oh!